Hi there, welcome back. As I said previously, I did have some issue with this engine and the cam bearings. I think you're all familiar with the cam bearings going in here. You might have a special tool for it. And when this block was on the shop for boring and some other work, they installed as well the cam bearings. And they have good tools for it. Nevertheless, the new cam did not rotate well in the bearings. So I measured the cam. It's a comp cam, nothing wrong with it. It's straight within 1 or 1.5 tau. I measured that carefully, and so the cam is okay. So it was something fishy going on with the bearing. Now, if you install bearings, you know that even if you are very, very careful, it might be the case that one bearing is a little bit, I don't know, damaged, off center, whatever happens to it, what happens is the cam gets stuck. It was like that, not much, but a little bit. I could feel a resistance. It was difficult to turn the cam by hand. So what I have is a special cam, which I have made a special cut in here, and it does have kind of a sharp edge there, which I use inside and turn it around slowly, and it will shave off some of the imperfections in the bearing surface. I hope you can see it in the camera here. So that's what I'm going to talk about, and I made a video about that, how I do this cam. And it has been bored. It's a completely new block, has been bored, and while at the shop I asked them to install the cam bearings, which they did. And now, believe it or not, the cam won't turn. I can't even get it in as much as it should. And I measured the cam, there's nothing wrong with it. And I think I found the bearing which is not really good, and that's the next to the last. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see some markings in the bearing. So I will do a thing. I will make like a cam which we can use to ream out the nicks and things that bothering us. So let's see what we can bring out from underneath the table. Here we have one old cam. Here we have another one. Of course, we save them when we replace them in case we have to do a job like this. So here we have two different one with 3 bolts and one even older. It doesn't really matter which one we use. I'm gonna go for this one. I think this is an old crane cam as well, or something like that. I won't use it in an engine, obviously. So what we are going to do, I'm going to polish this up on the wire wheel, and then I'm going to cut here, and that will make a sharp edge here, which we will use to ream out the damages in the bearing. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. So this is what it looks like coming back from the wire wheel, and well, it does look like it was recovered from the Titanic, from the bottom of the sea. Anyhow, now I'm going to do the cutting. Sorry for the noise. There you see the cut. It's yeah. Let's see if it works. We'll try to show you the bearing I'm suspecting, because the phone has a problem to focus on the lower, on the bearing there, but there are some marks there around the hole, oil hole, but let's see. Yeah, it has been cutting for sure. Let's try the new cam. And what do you know? Look at that. There's only a little bit of resistance, but not much. I think that'll do. So once again, the old trick worked. I can see some deposit of bearing material in the groove I made. But again, it was a quite simple solution to fix this issue. The other thing I wanted to mention about this engine is the oil pickup. There were two things with it. It goes down here. First of all, this block and this pickup was made for a deep oil pan. Now I'm going for a standard Hemi oil pan, and what was happening here is that with the pickup installed, it was much too high. It was way beyond the surface here. It was up here. So I had to cut it and shorten it. Said and done, now it fits within the oil pan. What happens next is you're supposed to install this piece down there with a gasket and then turn around this. It's a 1/2 inch, I think, NPT, something like that. The problem I had was the block here. I had to remove part of I had to grind away a little bit of the block, and as well a little bit here. Otherwise it was not possible to install it. It's a very tight fit down there. I'll take the phone and show you. Down there it's not in the correct position, it's more something like that. And it's a very tight fit against the block wall. I don't know if you can see it. So I had to grind off a little bit there, and here, as you can see there, I had to grind off a little bit there to make the oil pickup fit there. Well, that's about what I was going to say today, and stay tuned if you want and watch the video on how I solved the issue with the cam bearing. Bye, see you next time.